All right, shalom, shalom. First off, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Sincere shalom to all you men preaching this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you striving and sincere believers. It's your brother Shamagara coming to you with another camp. All right, here to wake up these people on the sun, which represents the 12 tribes of Israel. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad who may look like the other nations, but their spirit goes back to one of these people on this sign. All right? Okay? Repent. All right? And prepare yourself for what's to come. All right? Spiritually through this book, which is the Holy Bible. Okay? All right, going to start off with Matthew 24, verses 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Okay? So this word has been going out since the 60s, late 60s, all right? You know, elders and apostles. And the end is here, okay? And the Most High said, this gospel shall be preached, and then the end shall come. What's the gospel? It's the book, it's the Holy Bible. All right, which is good news. That's what the word goes back to, gospel. Good news for the Israelites. All right, and bad news for you heathens, all right? Because judgment is coming, all right? Let's go to Ezekiel 34, verses 10. My sheep wandered through all the mountains. His sheep are you 12 tribes of Israel, the scattered sheep, all right? The lost sheep of the house of Israel. And upon every high hill, yeah, my flock scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them. Okay? So we're in every country, man, due to the curse, all right? A lot of it being slavery. You know, in modern times, you know, a lot of Jake dropped off seed going in these wars. Okay? Therefore, ye shepherds, the shepherds would be the people that guide the sheep, which are you pastors, okay? Therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. As I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, surely because my flock became a prey, all right? And that's what Jake is out here looking like today, man. A prey, okay? Defenseless out here. If you don't got Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you're defenseless, okay? And my flock became meat to every beast of the field. All right. And you know, our people, you know, are getting it out here. All right. Turn on the news, man. All right. Our people are in turmoil. They're in mourning. Okay. Because there was no shepherd. Neither did my shepherds search for my flock. But the shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock. That's for you false pastors, all right, and false preachers out here, man. You're not feeding the Most High sheep with the proper food, which is the Holy Bible, all right, and breaking it down the right way. No, they're feeding their own pockets, all right, for filthy lucre's sake. And our people, we're spiritual people. If we got it in the wrong direction, okay, we become like a, you know, destitute. What you see out here, man, okay? But if we got it in the right way, all right, the true pastors and the shepherds, which are the apostles, starting off with the elder apostles, the bishops, or any God that's preaching this word in truth and sincerity and got the full doctrine, man, you will be a true shepherd. And with that knowledge, you teach the people, okay, because our people out here simple, man, okay? Therefore, O ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against the shepherds. So these false pastors and these people that want to call themselves, you know, teaching our people. All right? For I require my flock at their hand and cause them to cease from feeding the flock. All right? And a lot of the flock is, you know, finding their way towards the truth. Okay? Said many are called. All right? Neither shall the shepherds feed themselves anymore, for I will deliver my flock from their mouth, and they may not be meat for them. All right, which our people getting devoured by these false doctrines, these false pastors, man. Okay, Let's go to Baruch 2 verses 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because of the stiff-necked people. And our people are very stiff-necked, man, hard-headed. Okay? You tell them one thing, they want to do the other. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. And this is the land of our captivity, man. The biggest one, which is America, Babylon the Great. And our people have remembered themselves through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua by way of the prophets, man. Okay? But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. So all throughout the world. But this truth sprang out of, Babylon the Great. Verse 31. We're still in Baruch 2, which is in the Apocrypha. Okay? And shall know that I am the Lord, their God. Okay? So our people are figuring out who their true power is. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear. So a spiritually sound mind. All right, to hear, the directions, all right, from the Most High. Go to Ezekiel 39. And the heathen, so anybody outside the Israelites will be considered a heathen. All right, starting off with the so-called white man. All right, these Arabs, these Africans, the Japhites, these Australians, Polynesians, from the Hawaiian Islands, stuff like that. All right, Moab, the Chinese, Ammon being the Japanese. All right, look this up. Everybody's biblical nationality is in the book. Okay? And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel, once again, while we bring out this sign, this is the house of Israel. Okay? Put the real 12 tribes of Israel, all right, because there's people going around this earth parading around as us, man, and they fit no prophecy, but besides being the bastards that shall dwell in Ashdod, okay, of the wicked. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, all right, we went into captivity, all right, all these captivities, the last one being the transatlantic slave trade, for their iniquity. What's iniquity is sin. We trespass against the Heavenly Father. Because Moses, all right, translated or gave us the words of the Most High written on tablets, all right, and he taught us, and the Levites, Aaron. So we consciously broke those laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Because they trespass against me, therefore hid I my face from them. So the Most High said, all right, you don't want to do what I say? All right, I'll let these heathens do whatever they want to you, man. He hid his face from us. He wasn't our protection. He wasn't our rock for a time period, a temporary, okay, set of, ages or generations. But now we're coming back into the fold, and he's taking care of us, man. First off, through this knowledge, man, okay? And behind the scenes, man, that you don't even know about, the Most High is protecting you, man. All right? And hid my face from them. Salakia. Therefore hid I my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. This is Old English, so Salakia for my reading. So we all fell by the sword, man, which is destruction, which is the plague, which is the famine. We got besieged. The Romans besieged us, starting off in 66 AD to 70 AD. And that was the last time, the southern kingdom was in the land, all right? Verse 24. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them and hid my face from them, all right? So the Most High said he's not going to be your God, man. Because to be your God, you got to do what I say. All right? He's the Father. All right? He got a set of rules that he like to, for us to follow. And if we don't follow it, we catch hell, man. It's as simple as that. All right? Verse 25. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, the 12 tribes, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the Israelite foreigners, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. After that, they have borne their shame. So we're ashamed, man, to know that what we did against the Most High, all right, and this current condition we're in, man, it's just shameful, all right, it's embarrassing. Okay, you got a devil, you got the basis of sort of men, all right, ruling over us, man. You even got the 2/3 of the nation of Israel ruling over the elect, man, all right, and will be jealous for my holy name. His holy name is Yahweh, all right. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel. All right, so there's an elective out of the 12 tribes, okay? And have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. After that, they have borne their shame and all their trespasses, whereby they have trespassed against me. So we broke the Most High's laws because we agreed to them, man. All right, and he said, if you break them, I'm going to cause all this type of hell to come upon you as a nation, man. Trespass against me when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, all right, so our homeland is Jerusalem, okay, the land of Israel. Right now, we're in our enemies' lands, you know, for the most part. And am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations. So he's going to be sanctified in us, the Israelites, in the sight of many nations. And that's why these nations are trying to stop the word, man. Okay, but once you do that, it's the next chess move that's going to fall on the board, man. Famine of the word. And all hell is going to break loose, man. So you better have your ducks in order. Okay? Which you think they're in order, but they're not. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon 5 verses 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Okay? These heathen nations, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, man. Why? Because we're standing up on our feet and proclaiming to the world that we're the Israelites, and our power is the Most High. And we got a mighty Savior coming through, whose name is Yahushua, man. And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. So they're not looking for us to, you know, be saved, man. They consider us a condemned people that has no hope. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision. So they had us in a really bad case, man, right now. Okay? And a proverb of reproach. So, you know, we got all type of bywords and, you know, sayings and jokes about us as a people, man. So they had us in derision, man. They still do. All right, but the elect are waking up, man, and being sealed. Verse 4. We fools, and that's what they're going to finally consider and realize that they're fools. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. They just think we just going to just go out, bow out disgracefully, man. That's going to be the, you know, the perpetual state of Israel, state of the Israelites, man. Okay, how is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints? Okay, because this lie that they've told the whole world that we're niggers, man, we're Africans, we're African Americans. All right, we never had any civilized nations. All right, but they're going to find out that we're the true people of the Most High, man. Hosea 6 verses 5. Therefore I have hewed them by the prophets. When you hew something, you cut it down. All right, so any doctrine, all right, that the apostles, all right, the prophets that teaching the truth and sincerity, we make it a mission to cut it down, man, because it's not of the truth, man. All right, and you got the body attacking on all levels, man. This is a spiritual army. Okay. Therefore, and we're hewing down these nations, starting off with Esau, Edom's, their kingdoms, man. All right? This is a great thing that what you're witnessing, man. And I'm happy to be a part of it. You know, Lord willing, I stay a part of it, you know, until the very end, to be counted worthy. You know, that's what I fight and I strive for, man. Okay? Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets, I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. So these people are spiritually being slain, man. When you see the prophets on the highways and byways, just know that this can't. Your kingdom is finished, man. It's happened to all the kingdoms. All right, the prophets was there, man. Best believe it. Go to Ezekiel 39, verses 28. Then shall they know that I am the Lord their God, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. So it wasn't that these heathen nations had this awesome power. No, the Most High led us into captivity. All right, because we're dominant. We're a dominant people. All right, Yasharallah, Prince of Power. He is a prince with God, man. All right, so they, you know, and that's what a lot of heathens, they like to rebuttal. But if you so strong, why you going to, man? It was a conglomerate of nations that came up against us, man. It wasn't a one-on-one. They know what type, they know what type fight that'll be. See the type of trouble that they had with Gad, man. But I have gathered them unto their own land. That's what we headed towards, and left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face anymore from them. So we're going to have that connection with the Most High, man. For I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord Yahweh. So the spirit is flowing, man. And it's on the Israelites. Best believe it. Romans 8, verses 22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth. When you're groaning, man, it's uncomfortable, man. To the point where you're making sounds. And in pain together until now. So under these devils, these elite bankers, these politicians, these so-called presidents and whatnot, the whole earth is mourning, man. Okay? Unrighteous decrees, you know, all type of hell put on you every day. Oppression, man. Let's call it plain. It's oppression. All right? Even these heathens are groaning, man. That the whole creation groaning. So the animals, these trees, these plants, man, everything has a spirit, man. Psalms 82, verses 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. So they don't got the truth, man. They don't know what's going on. All the foundations are out of course. When you got a course, man, it's flowing smoothly. When you're off course, all type of shit can happen, man. Just imagine a train that gets derailed. It's dangerous, okay? All right, so it's saying all the foundations, which the foundation is what you need, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments build a strong foundation, a righteous foundation. But everything is out of course. Why? Because he follows his own heart, man, and he's the man of sin. Ecclesiasticus 10, verses 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. Number one, okay? And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. Okay, so right now, the person that's ruling this earth is not profitable to the earth. Okay, meaning this thing isn't flourishing like it was supposed to be. Idon, paradise, Eden. Okay, he's turning this shit into a fucking desert. From sea to shining sea, man. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Okay? So, you know, death is at an all-time high, man, and it's going to be even higher in these times to come. Check this out. Matthew 24, verses 22. And except those days should be shortened, And they've done studies on this. Last year was the shortest year of, look that up, man. So the Most High is actually physically shortening these days, man. And months go by, weeks go by so fast, years go by so fast, man. We going on in the year 3, basically in the pandemic, man. You remember when it first hit, right? And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Most High is giving the elect some mercy, man. All right, that's why this thing is moving quick, man. Right now, we just waiting on the MOTB for him to implement that, man. And then it's curtains for this place, man. Job 19 verses 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And this is Job saying that. For I know that my Redeemer liveth. That's Yahweh Shai. He saved. He's the deliverer. So, he's bringing salvation. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. So he said, man, he's coming. In the last days, he's coming. Job said that. Let's go to Joel 3 verses 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. The mighty men will be the military. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. All right, and this is going to be the Levant region. What they call the Middle East. There's going to be a major fucking battle out there, man. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords. So all that money that you use on your economy, farming, they're going to put a little extra in for these weapons, the military, man. And beat your pruning hooks into spears. So the Most High is putting the spirit on these nations to go to war. And they know they're going to have to, man. Because if you don't got a nice little military, all right, especially in the Middle East, which Iran will have them nuclear missiles. All right, when its time is right, it's going to be revealed. Because the Most High said they would. All right? Okay? Let the weak say I am strong. So these weaker countries, these weaker nations that once upon a time were a joke, all right, now they got a little bravado, man. Now they feeling themselves. Why? It's from these nuclear weapons, man. Okay? Assemble yourselves. We're still in Joel 3. We're in verse 11 now. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Okay? So the heathen will be you other nations, man. All right, gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Verse 12, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? Which is in that Levant region, the Fertile Crescent, man. It's going to go down out there. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So you're gonna finally get your judgment, man. Which you think you about to take over the earth, but nah, it's for judgment, man. And y'all all getting trapped inside of that, man, and you can't even see it. All right, but the prophets are telling you. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. So the Most High is coming to consume you via his son, man. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. All right, so all this confusion that's going on, man. All right, all this wickedness, this evil that's pushed on the people, forcing you to do shit. All right, it's went up to the holiest of holies, man. Went up to the Most High, man. All right, and he's about to lay down judgment. Multitudes in the valley of decision. There's going to be a big decision happening, which will be the war Armageddon, the World War III. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. And you know who's going to bring that thunder and that lightning, man? Jeremiah 4 verses 7. The lion has come up from his thicket, All right? And the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. All right? The lion from the tribe of Judah, which is another way of saying Yahushua. All right? One of his nicknames, one of his titles. So the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. Does that sound pretty? Does that sound, like this Jesus that they preach, man? No. All right? He has gone forth from his place out of the heavens to make thy land desolate. All right? Because he's coming to conquer, man. He's a conquering force. All right? It's time to get busy. And thy city shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. And that's for America, man. And the land of Israel. No inhabitant, man. Okay? Those are the two land masses that are going to thoroughly be destroyed, man. And Israel's going to get built up. The land of America is going to be a big fucking monument. A pile of heat. A heat pile, man. Just ashes in a desert with desert creatures, man. 2nd Ezra 13, verses 3. Okay. This is the meaning of the vision. Whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea. That's Yahushua, coming in the greatness of his glory. Via the what they call UAPs. All right, which are the chariots of Israel. Those are the vehicles he's coming in. And he's coming in a big fathership. Right? Looks like a mountain. Ezra saw it. The same is he whom Yahweh the highest have kept a great season. So he's with the Most High on his right hand side, chilling until the time coming. He's going to strike, man. Which by his own self shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind. And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there came a blast of wind and fire and storm. That would be your weapon system from the chariots, okay? Like I said, which they call the UFOs or the UAPs, okay? They have a weapon system, man. Which they just think these UFOs are just, just flying around. No, they're gathering intel, man, to make it that much sweeter. So, yeah, this is Yahushua, man. This is a vision of him. And he held neither sword nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him. So these nations are going to stop fighting each other, and they're going to try to subdue Yahushua, man, and the angels. Michael is a part of that. He's going to be coming with Yahushua, who is the top angel under Yahushua. Okay? Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. That will be the elect, all right? Okay, starting off with the 144,000, man, the prophets. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. So when you're astonished, you're shocked, you're surprised, you're utter disbelief, man. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another. So it's going to be in fucking utter chaos, man. One people against another and one realm against another. There's the heavenly realm versus the earth realm, man. So it's really going down. It's going to go down, man. Just you wait. Okay. Verse 32. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. 33. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle. They have one against another. So I think Reagan said that. Will we not all stop, from the fighting and, try to handle this problem? Okay? This is exactly what it's saying, because these devils read the fucking Bible, man. And the Catholics, the Apocrypha is in the Catholic Bible, man. Okay? And when all the people hear his voice, so they're going to hear it, every man and their own land shall leave the battle they have one against each other, one against another, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. So these people ain't coming in peace. They're going to try to fight for their kingdom. All right? Which the elect are going, praise this, man. It ain't no fighting against the heavenly realm, man. It just shows you how stupid these heathens are. And they got Israelites going to fight for them, man. Help them. Which is stupid. Okay? And this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations. So it's showing you that his son is going to rebuke the wicked inventions, of the nations. And the missiles is one of those inventions, man. He's coming to lay him desolate. And the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law which is like unto me. It's not going to be, he's not going to get tired. In 1 hour, great riches coming in. He's going to totally, conquer this earth, man. It said without labor. Okay? Proverbs 10 verses 13. In the lips of him that have understanding, wisdom is found. But a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. And Yahushua is coming up, with these backs, man, so to speak. Okay, because they're void of understanding. Okay, so that rod, that correction, has to be put on these nations, man. Jeremiah 49 verses 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? All right, because these devils are starting to make mistakes. They're starting to look real silly out here. All right? And Teman represents the Edomites, all right? Which is the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Revelation 19 verses 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Okay? And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. This is Yahushua. And his name is called the Word of God, whose name is Yahweh. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, these fucking heathens, starting off with Esau, Edom, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. So a strict, he's not coming to bring lollipops and sing kumbaya and give everybody, flowers and whatnot. He said he's going to rule them with a rod of iron. Okay? And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty Yahweh. And he have on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. All right? So that's Yahushua, man. He's coming to do away with this place, man, and establish righteousness on the earth. So, Lord willing, this camp was edifying. Want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. All right, sincere shalom to all you men preaching this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and shalom to you striving and sincere believers. Like I said, I'm here to wake up our people, 12 tribes of Israel, all right? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, that represent the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, shalom, keep fighting.